When It's Okay to Not Be Okay aired in 2020, it wasn't just another hit drama. It was a phenomenon. Viewers couldn't take their eyes off Kim Soo-hyun and SEO Yi. He was the gentle, wounded caregiver, shy, reserved, haunted by pain. She was the fierce, unpredictable writer, elegant yet emotionally untamed. Their on-screen chemistry didn't feel like acting. It felt dangerous. Every glance, every touch, every whispered line carried tension that made even the audience hold their breath. The drama wasn't just about healing mental scars. It was about two souls who recognized each other's darkness and chose to stay. And when the cameras stopped rolling, rumor had it the connection didn't. Crew members would later whisper about the moments between takes. How SEO Yi's laughter softened whenever Kim Soo-hyun made a mistake. How he, usually shy, became talkative around her. How they seemed to share private jokes, small glances, and long silences that no one else dared to interrupt. One staff member reportedly said, they didn't need to practice their scenes much. The emotions were already there. Even the director was once caught saying, they act like they've known each other for years. And perhaps in another life they had. After the drama ended, fans couldn't stop shipping them. They made fan edits, theories, and countless proof videos. When SEO Yi appeared on magazine covers, commenters filled sections with, "Where's Kim Soo-hyun? They look too real." Then came the infamous behind-the-scenes clip, SEO Yi brushing something off Kim Soo-hyun's shirt and smiling up at him. He froze, blushed, and looked away. It lasted 3 seconds, but the internet exploded for weeks. Some said it was friendship. Others swore it was love disguised as professionalism. The truth? No one knew, except them. In 2021, controversy hit SEO Yi's career hard. Sudden scandals, rumors, and harsh headlines. While others distanced themselves, Kim Soo-hyun stayed silent. No public support, no denial, just silence. But his silence spoke volumes. At the time, insiders noticed subtle signs of loyalty. He allegedly requested that her name remain credited during international promotions of It's Okay to Not Be Okay. When reporters asked about his co-star, he replied softly, "She was one of the most passionate and talented people I've ever worked with." No malice, no hesitation, just respect, the kind that doesn't fade with gossip. And while SEO Yi withdrew from the spotlight for months, fans noticed that whenever she was mentioned, Kim Soo-hyun's expression turned bittersweet, a flicker of memory he couldn't hide. By 2023, whispers began again. Both actors had resumed work, Kim Soo-hyun in Queen of Tears, SEO Yi in Eve. Different projects, different tones, yet fans noticed something eerie. The emotional intensity in both shows felt connected, like they were still speaking to each other through their characters. K-netizens speculated endlessly. They might still be in touch. He recommended her for a film role. They met secretly abroad. One blurry photo circulated online. A woman resembling SEO Yi in a cafe with a man in a cap that looked suspiciously like Kim Soo-hyun. The picture was never verified. But for their fans, that didn't matter. Because sometimes a rumor is all you need to believe in love again. If IU and Lee Jong-suk's love story is about peace, then Kim Soo-hyun and SEO Yi's is about intensity. They're both perfectionists, actors who pour their souls into their craft. But behind that drive is pain, vulnerability, and longing. SEO Yi once said in an interview, "When you play with emotion too deeply, sometimes you forget where the character ends and where you begin." And Kim Soo-hyun, known for method acting, once admitted, "After certain roles, it takes me months to feel normal again." When you put two people like that together, it's inevitable their energies intertwine. They understand each other's chaos because they live in it. And maybe that's why they can't be together publicly. It's too powerful, too consuming, too raw. By mid-2024, an anonymous post surfaced on a Korean forum claiming the two had ended things quietly. It said, "They still care for each other, but it's impossible to continue in the spotlight." Fans mourned the idea of a love that never fully bloomed. But even then, they refused to stop believing. Because whenever Kim Soo Hyun mentioned emotional exhaustion, or when SEO Yi thanked someone who believed in me when no one else did, people couldn't help but connect the dots. The story may never be confirmed, but it will never be forgotten. Today, they live separate public lives, but their names are still linked in every fan forum, every YouTube edit, every whispered K-drama theory. Their chemistry continues to haunt the internet, as if time itself refuses to let them part. Maybe it's because they represent something deeper. The idea that not all great loves are meant to last. Some are meant to teach, to heal, to scar, and to be remembered. SEO Yi once said, "Some people are meant to meet just once, but that one meeting changes everything." And Kim Soo Hyun's smile, whenever her name is mentioned, that says the rest. Years will pass. New dramas will rise. But every time fans rewatch It's Okay to Not Be Okay, they'll feel that strange electricity again, the kind that no acting technique can recreate. Because in every glance, every trembling breath, every half smile, you can see two real hearts beating. Maybe that's why the show was such a masterpiece. Because it wasn't just fiction. It was love, messy, beautiful, fleeting, and unforgettable.